Coming up, we meet a devout Christian in Malaysia who keeps Master Cheng Yen in her prayers. And HungKuang University students go on a tour of Taiwan to provide free haircuts to those in need. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Mary Lee. Thank you for joining us. We start today's program in Malaysia, where we meet an 84-year-old senior, Yang Jinghuan, who is a devout Christian. Unfortunately, despite her advanced age, the senior still had to care for her two daughters, both mentally challenged. Understandably, life has been hard for the family, but fortunately, 3 years ago, Tzu Chi decided to take the family under its wings. Now, in gratitude and respect, every morning and evening, the senior includes Master Cheng Yen in her prayers.
The Master, the Buddha, now with myself and Ajahn, together we are ready to eat. Thank you, Master Cheng Yen, for looking after our family. Every night I recite this prayer.
As a devout Christian, Yang makes sure to include Master Cheng Yen in her prayers, for it was Tzu Chi that saved this family when it had no one else to turn to.
Every month, the Tzu Chi volunteers come with things for us. I remember it all.
Yang and her two handicapped daughters have been under Tzu Chi's care for 3 years now. Before the arrival of Tzu Chi, times were so bad that Yang contemplated suicide for herself and two daughters.
She is a completely different person now, as she now has family, friends, and us coming to visit her. That has improved her spirits immensely.
One of Yang's daughters, who suffers from mental impediments, is now residing at an assisted nursing home and has shown significant improvement. As part of their care, volunteers will bring Yang on periodic visits.
I bring her money to buy clothes, as her clothing is no longer suitable. Now she's so beautiful and can feed herself. Before, she couldn't do any of that.
Despite the difficulties that she has faced in her life, Yang rarely complains, instead facing life with a smile.
Visiting them, I would stop on the way and pick up any recyclables that I saw. The following month, she asked me why I was getting out of my car to pick up garbage. Then I shared with her how Tzu Chi volunteers do recycling as a way to earn money for those in need. She listened without saying anything, but the next time I came, she happily told me that she too was now doing recycling.
Now recycling every day, Yang has found one more reason to welcome the volunteers to her door. Next, we head to Taiwan, where Tzu Chi volunteers in New Taipei City recently visited a nursing home with songs, games, and good times. The result was that residents got to move their hands, use their minds, and most importantly, open their hearts.
With puzzles and games, volunteers get the residents to think and focus important skills that are often neglected in seniors.
两个兄弟立正站好，猜一个字。竞争的竞。厉害，
Volunteers also encourage the seniors to move about as much as possible.
好，如果平手或者种中的你，种中的你，很有力气哦。
The volunteers also bring an accordion to which they sing songs of yesteryear.
The songs you sang for them, they all remembered from their youth. They loved hearing them.
Volunteers visit this nursing home once a month, each time with different activities that all the residents can participate in. Also here today is Wanghai, who recently returned to Taiwan after living and volunteering in Canada for 15 years.
They watch and listen to us, and when we talk to them, they will respond.
As the volunteers get ready to leave, residents take a moment to express their farewell and thanks.
敬祝各位。 全体身体健康，好棒哦！
Recently, Tima members returned to Fuyan abode in Hsinchu, Taiwan, to hold a free clinic for Dharma masters, as it is inconvenient for the monks and nuns to leave the abode to seek medical assistance. The volunteers have been safeguarding the health of these masters for the past 10 years because of a connection with the late Venerable Master Yin Shun, who was Master Cheng Yen's mentor. Here's more. Tima members are once again holding a free clinic at the Fuyan abode. The medical services provided include dental, traditional Chinese medicine, internal medicine, and ophthalmology.
It's inconvenient for them to leave the abode to go to a doctor, and the master asks us if it was within our ability to come more often.
Dharma masters from Fuyan abode live in the remote mountain regions of Hsinchu, Taiwan. And Tima members have long cared for the health of these Dharma masters because of the connection with the late Venerable Master Yin Shun, who was Master Cheng Yen's mentor.
The spirit of everyone working together really moves me. In these moments, we are united in a common goal.
Safeguarding the health of these Dharma masters, Tima members and city volunteers look forward to continuing this friendship. At the Buddhist Culture and Product Exhibition organized in Suzhou, China, Tzu Chi shared with members of the public Jingsi products and clothing made from recycled PET bottles. Meanwhile, in Seattle, Washington of the United States, local Tzu Chi volunteers were invited to take part in the 2015 Veg Fest.
Veg Fest held in Seattle, the United States, exhibitors from far and wide arrived to share a wide range of vegetarian food with members of the public.
Tzu Chi has published many cookbooks, but all of them are in Chinese. So we have prepared some recipes in English. By promoting vegetarianism to fairgoers, we can also introduce the Buddhist NGO to them as well.
Besides promoting the benefits of vegetarianism, Tzu Chi volunteers also took this opportunity to let the public know how the organization extends its assistance to the needy across the globe, including the less fortunate in Seattle.
We always like to give to causes that are helping people around the world and anyone in need. So if you guys are doing hard work, I just want to be a part of it. And it's a tiny part, but I just want to be a part.
We so love the Tzu Chi Foundation. It's such a wonderful organization, so we said yes right away. And they're here every year, meeting lots of people and helping lots of people.
By taking part in Veg Fest, Tzu Chi volunteers not only had the chance to encourage fairgoers to go meatless, but also inspire more like-minded individuals to contribute their love to help the less fortunate. At the Buddhist Culture and Product Exhibition held in Suzhou, China, DaAi Technology showcased its fashion wear made of recycled PET bottles.
These clothes are very pretty, and I heard that they are very eco-friendly too.
Exhibitor Shen Hongyu, whose booth is right next to DaAi Technologies, is a big supporter of these eco-friendly products.
I really like the products from DaAi Technology because all of them are manufactured using waste that won't harm our Mother Earth.
Meanwhile, at the Jingsi Books and Cafe booth, two Chinese calligraphers present the volunteers with paintings with Jingsi aphorisms written on them.
Being safe and well is a real blessing, and helping others willingly is a mark of wisdom. This art piece was inspired by the word Fu and Hui. I hope those who see this artwork will remember this Jingsi aphorism.
The humanistic spirit embedded at the booth has attracted many fairgoers to come and enjoy a sense of calm within the bustling fair.
To help make a difference in society, some 30 students of HungKuang University's Department of Hairstyling and Dressing started a free haircut service around Taiwan 3 years ago. For 10 days, they visited the country's remote areas to provide free haircuts to seniors and children. Though due to limited funding, the group couldn't afford hotel rooms and had to sleep on the floor of local community centers or temples. In the end, they walked away with beautiful memories that will last them a lifetime.
I was constantly in tears at the time. I was busy with both my graduation project and this tour around the country. I hadn't been home for a couple of months and missed my family terribly.
During the 10-day trip, I met many grandpas and grandmas and ran into all kinds of situations. I came to realize that life is not fair.
As students from Taichung's HungKuang University went around Taiwan providing free haircuts, they came to realize that love needs to be conveyed in the moment. A student thought of his own grandma while giving a haircut and was brought to tears.
Hi everyone, we are students from HungKuang University's Department of Hairstyling and Dressing. Please join our free haircut service at the church.
In the summer of 2013, 30 students from the school's hairstyling and dressing department took 10 days to visit the country's remote areas and senior homes to cut the hair of the elderly for free.
I think young people should not be afraid to go after their dreams.
One of the activity's founder, Zheng Xiaoqian, said it took perseverance for them to realize this project.
The 10-day trip was hard on everyone. We each carry only a sleeping bag. The first night was at a community center, so we had to take showers inside a police station.
To save on money, the students stayed either in temples or community centers and would just lay their sleeping bags right on the concrete floor. However, the laughter they shared together will be cherished for a lifetime.
We put one senior couple in our baccalaureate dresses. The grandma reached out to hold the grandpa's hand as we took their pictures. She said it reminded them of their youth.
The students thoughtfully brought their graduation dress. So the seniors can transform into college graduates. Excited, even a senior in a wheelchair began to wave his hands together. Now that the service is in its third year, underclassmen have picked up the baton and begun to raise funds.
We are washing people's hair to raise funds for our trip.
To date, the service has helped cut the hair of some 5,000 elderly and children living in remote areas. And as promised, by summer, students from HungKuang University will set off once again to reunite with their friends. Central and South Taiwan is facing one of the worst droughts in years. As reservoirs begin to dry up, the government has plans to begin imposing water rationing. Thus, it is ever more important for everyone to cherish every drop of water. Before we hear some household water-saving tips from a Tzu Chi kindergarten teacher in Malaysia's Johor Bahru, we first see how網溪Elementary School of New Taipei City manages to save over 23,000 tons of water a year by recycling rainwater.
At網溪Elementary School in New Taipei City, the water that children use to wash their hands is then used to water their flowers.
If we use tap water to water the school's plants, our water bill would increase drastically. Therefore, besides activities that demand clean water, such as washing hands, all water comes from recycled rainwater.
The rainwater on top of the roof is collected and sent to the collection pool on the first floor. After simple filtering, it is pumped back up to the tanks on the roof to be used. The water can then be used for cleaning and landscaping, which cuts the school's water usage by 76%. The school also employs dual-flush toilets to save on water.
The toilets feature two flushing settings, which can help save on water. The faucets all use water-saving aerators, which reduce water usage by up to 90%.
With all these measures in place, the school saves 23,298 tons of water a year, which means nearly $7,000 in savings. Over in Malaysia's Johor Bahru, Li Wei-ning, a teacher at a local city kindergarten, is also an expert on water conservation.
We have placed a PET bottle in the water tank of our toilet. At first, we wanted to put 3 bottles, but because it already is a water-saving toilet, that way the water discharge would not be enough to get a clean flush, so we can only put 1 inside.
Lee counts every drop of water used in her home. Even the water used to clean her baby's bottles can be reused. The hot water used to sterilize the bottles, I believe, is clean enough for human consumption. So after sterilizing the bottles, I will pour it back into the hot water dispenser to be reboiled. By paying attention to the smallest detail, we should be able to save more water. Lee's efforts are reflected on her water bills. At school, she also happily shares her experience with her students as she teaches them the importance of water conservation. Tzu Chi's parent and child classes in Taiwan have helped many families strengthen their relationships. These classes not only teach students to solve problems on their own and through teamwork, but also help participants reflect on their behavior and change for the better. Next, let's take a look at how such goals are accomplished through games and songs.
有的人可以排这里啊，排这里是那个轨道啊，或椅子可以坐的啊。
At a parent and child class in New Taipei City's Yonghe, participants put their creativity to full use as they build a school for those displaced by Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines. This is the security office. This way, bad people won't be able to get in.
山洞。
山洞要做什么用？
让小朋友不会怕黑。
Laughter is no disguise for the children's competitive nature when a puzzle is put before them.
怎么样解开呢？
This isn't a game, but a test of teamwork and problem-solving abilities. When we encounter problems we can't solve, we can pause, take a deep breath, and then look for help from others.
When you see someone who is stuck on a problem and you can help them solve it, it feels pretty good.
Another parent and child class held in Taipei's Da'an district uses Jingsi aphorisms and fun songs to help students reflect on their behavior.
In the past, I got angry easily, but after coming to class, I've learned that getting angry is actually punishing yourself with other people's mistakes.
Walking away with lessons to last a lifetime, each parent and child class participant has learned to use compassion to change the world into a better place. In Malaysia, the Tzu Chi Kedah chapter recently organized its first morning study session of the year, which saw the participation of more than 140 volunteers. But first, we go to Boho Island, the Philippines, where Tzu Chi volunteers held another local volunteer training seminar. During the seminar, trainees not only got to learn about Tzu Chi's philosophy, but also its etiquette.
And that is 问讯。
At the second local volunteer training seminar held in Boho Island, the Philippines, participants are eager to learn more about Tzu Chi's etiquette.
I really like the lessons prepared by the volunteers. I have learned a lot today and feel that I am an important part of Tzu Chi.
Uplifting siya.
I look forward to serving my fellow citizens on Boho Island.
By taking part in the training seminar, trainees gain a better understanding of the organization's charity missions and its philosophy.
We have a lot of discipline, especially the respect to individual, as well as to the people around. So the respect is the great, what we call that, is the great need for this volunteering.
Thanks to the training seminar, these trainees are now one step closer to becoming living bodhisattvas that can shoulder the Buddhist NGO's charity missions. At 5:20 in the morning, the Tzu Chi Kadak chapter in Malaysia is already packed with volunteers taking part in the first study session of 2015. After listening to his counterpart sharing, Tzu Chi volunteer He Yibing was inspired to join the morning Dharma lesson.
The sharing from my fellow counterparts has inspired and reminded me to get up early every day to watch Master Cheng Yen's Wisdom at Dawn broadcast.
This morning, Xuan Fa Xiang is very, very helpful to us. I believe that I can learn a lot from this morning's Dharma lesson.
Attending the morning study session is also a good chance for volunteers to bond with one another.
Our counterparts are like family. I don't know how to describe the joy I get when I see my other Tzu Chi brothers and sisters.
Besides sharing experiences with their Dharma family, these volunteers are also learning to improve together.
20 years ago, the former community director of Gongliao District, Xu Wuque, was deeply moved by Master Cheng Yen's recycling mission and personally gathered recyclables in spite of opposition. To help raise environmental awareness in the community, the former community director established the Tzu Chi Gongliao recycling station. We now take you to meet some of the seniors there.
我做10多年啦，我就想讲，用哪人厝边少哦，我就来啊。坐公车来啊。坐偌久？坐走半点钟。
It has been 18 years since the Gongliao recycling station was established. The station has attracted many residents thanks to the dedication of Xu Wuque.
I have been listening and practicing the Master's Dharma for more than 20 years now. I started out by sorting discarded boxes in the community, and when people saw me collecting the boxes, they thought I was scavenging for a living.
Before joining Tzu Chi, she served as a community director to help build the only recycling station in Gongliao. She borrowed the land from her neighbor and spent more than $3,000 from her own pocket.
My daughter lives by herself. She often encourages me to spend more time in the recycling station during nice weather. In the community, most of us are seniors. Not many young people come here to help.
Parents of their children are working out of town, so it's impossible to ask them to stay home all day. When they have time, they will come here and spend some quality time together. Sometimes volunteers will invite a couple of seniors to organize a tea gathering as well.
This more than 100 square meter metal tin shack has become the perfect place for the elderly to spend their golden years. Last year, 71-year-old Xu Wuque became a certified commissioner, and though illiterate, her heart is filled with love and wisdom.
For the past 10 years, DaAi TV has joined Hong Kong's International Film and TV Market Fair, along with other television companies from Taiwan. This year, the company has once again joined the fair to promote its television programming, which is filled with moral lessons and Buddhist teachings suitable for all ages. We will leave you with these images at the end of the show. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.